happy whatever day it is for you. Today I am going to be answering the QAs that you guys have sent me over Instagram, and I'm really excited about this. But before we jump into it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's jump into these questions. I am actually answering every question that you sent me. For once, there were no ridiculously inappropriate questions this time, so it makes me happy because I do truly love to answer these for you, and I like doing the QAs. So here we go. Number 1, what is the hardest thing about being a mom? Definitely seeing your child sick. Whether it be a cold, a stomach bug, like whatever it may be, knowing they're sick and knowing that you can't just like make them feel better instantly has definitely been the hardest thing. I think it was last month we actually ended up having to take Ash to Children's Hospital just because he kept getting a fever and nobody could figure out why. And we still never got an answer for it, but just like knowing that all we had to do was up his dosage of Motrin and Tylenol, really made a difference. He was able to break the fever. But just like knowing like something that's just like so simple as that, which thankfully was just simple, like I was just like a nervous wreck having to take him there and sit through the ER, and it's just like I really wish I could make my baby feel better. So definitely seeing them sick. Why don't you wear your engagement ring anymore? Okay, so I have it on. I haven't been able to wear my ring since I was 35 weeks pregnant. And even though I've lost a lot of my pregnancy weight, one of the side effects of chemo is just swollen fingers. And, like I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off from getting my ring resized because I kept telling myself that like I'll be able to wear it again, and I just got so tired of not being able to. So I finally went and got it resized half a size bigger, and I'm able to put it back on my finger. But my mom hasn't been able to get her rings back on since chemo either. So, it's just going to be one of those side effects that I just kind of have to deal with the rest of my life. But I have it on. I got it back. I'm able to wear it again. So I guess I'm tired. I'm doing this at like 10 o'clock at night after I got Ash to sleep. Okay, moving on. How are you feeling now that you're done with treatments? I feel like so much has been lifted off of my shoulders. But as the way I'm physically feeling, I'm still not seeing much of an improvement. You have to keep in mind I just took an additional chemo drug for a year. So it's going to take a little bit of time for this medication to get out of my system. But I'm really hoping it's not going to be too much longer. I mean, we're already coming up on 2 weeks that I was completely done with treatment. So maybe another couple weeks, and then I hope I'm going to start to feel like my old self again. Let's see. How long have you and your husband been together? So we have been together for 11 years. And we are actually celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary October 14th. So we've been together a long time. We've actually been together over a decade, which is just like so mind-blowing to think about, because like we've been together a decade and it doesn't feel like we've really been together like that long. So a long time. What are your top 3 animes? Naruto, 100%. That's my show. I love Naruto. Number 2, I'd have to say is One Piece. That one was pretty good. Oh, is pretty good. And my 3rd one, I know it's gonna sound like so corny, but I love Pokemon. I don't know if it's because that's like the first anime I was ever introduced to, but like I love it. Like I have to get the games every year. Like I just got Pokemon Violet and Scarlet on pre-order, And I mean, like, they're just like so cute and so fun. Like, I don't know, like, I love Pokemon, which I know is like never really in like anybody's top 3, but I mean, I love it. I'm such a kid. What's your favorite book that you've ever read? See, this is a hard one because I really do enjoy books. The first book that I had to read in school, I was in 6th grade, and it was called Walk Two Moons. I don't recall the author's name. I'm drawing a blank. I know I have the novel somewhere, but I remember reading it in school, and I remember telling my mom, I need to own this book. Like, that's the first book I ever fell in love with. But as far as like my favorite books, I'd say Walk Two Moons is definitely up there. I was a big fan of The Outsiders. Like, I love that book from S.E. Hinton. And then I'd have to say, like, I love the Aragon series. Oh, I guess it's really called the Inheritance series. But still, like, I love it. Like, I love anything with dragons. But I'm also really digging, like, the whole, like, all the Disney villain books from Serena Valentino. So, like, I have so many books that I actually love. Like, it's hard for me just to narrow it down because there are so many amazing books out there. And honestly, like, you can't go wrong, like, picking up a book. And I really think that's why I, like, started to get into writing. And that's why I wanted to be an author, because I just wanted to be able to, like, give other people that same feeling and just be like, oh my God, this is such a good book. And, you know, you want to recommend it to your friends. But yeah, like, I don't know if I have a favorite. Like, I just love, like, so much for, like, so many different reasons. The Outsiders, honestly, probably The Outsiders. Okay, moving on, because I'll be on this question forever. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Guys, listen. There are so many good ones. Okay, so if we're talking Gen 1, it's Charmander. I love Charmander. He's my babe. Like, I've always loved him. If we're talking Gen 2, it's definitely Quilava. Like, I know he's like the in-between between Cyndaquil and Typhlosion, but like, I love Quilava. I love the way he's drawn. I love everything about that one. I'm really a big, like, fire type Pokemon. Like, I'm all about the fires. But I don't have an overall favorite Pokemon just because it's so hard to pick just one. Like, I love so many of them for so many different reasons. Like, I'm kind of on an evolutions kick right now, so I'd have to say maybe Umbreon, because he's always been my favorite one out of the evolutions. I don't know. Like, there's just so many good ones. I actually don't even have an answer to that one. Like, I can't just pick one. Alright, let's see. How many tattoos do you have? So the tattoos that I actually got from a tattoo shop, I have my Fawn Diamond on the back of my neck. I have Simba on my leg, my breast cancer one on my foot, my princess crown on my right wrist, and my dad's handwriting on my left forearm. So I have 5 tattoos that I got from a tattoo salon, tattoo shop, whatever you want to call it. But whenever I was going through radiation, I had to get 4 little dots actually tattooed on me so that they can always keep track of the markings, because it's so specific on how they have to do this. So if we're going on that aspect, I have 4 total, which would give me a total of 9 tattoos. So even though they're just dots, I mean, they still count. I mean, they're on me permanently. So I guess really I have 9 tattoos. And counting, though, because once I get the okay to get tattooed again, I have my next 4 lined up. So, yeah. What are you most excited for fall? It's gonna sound so stupid, but I can't wait for the leaves to change colors and for them to finally fall on the ground because I love running and jumping through the leaves. Like, I'm 31 years old and I'm still such a kid whenever it comes to so many things in life. Like, I'm sorry, but just because you're like an adult doesn't mean you can't enjoy the simple things in life that kids do. If you like give all that up, then life's just boring. But definitely running through the leaves. And I can't wait to teach Ash how to do it because we're gonna have so much fun. Are you more of a nerd or a slut whenever it comes to Halloween costumes? Definitely a slut. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely loved like all the sexy Halloween costumes. But now that I have Ash, I'm a little bit more conservative, like a little bit more. So I'm basically not gonna go and dress up like this again. But like, I still love that stuff. And I'm just, oh man, I love Halloween. I love the costumes. That's like the best thing about it. You know, it's always one of those things too, because I was always like super, super cocky. You know, like I always had like the perfect body. So, you know, like I would wear whatever. And I think a lot of the reason why I always went for those kind of costumes was because I know I could rock it. But yeah, I love them. I love those ones. Okay, let's see. What are you going to be for Halloween? So I actually let Andy pick our Halloween costumes this year because, you know, like we're trying to like keep going with like family Halloween costumes for as long as Ash will allow us. And this year he picked Naruto. So I'm going to be Naruto. I will be the #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja. And I'm not telling you Andy or Ash is part of the whole like Halloween costume thing, but I'm going to be Naruto and I can't wait. What are you looking forward to the most? Right now, season 5 of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. I stumbled across it one day on Netflix, and I think they have the first 3 seasons up. And I just like fell in love with it instantly. And now Disney Channel will be releasing that on October 8th. And I'm just, like, guys, I have been seeing like leaks and trailers and images and just like different storylines all over the place. You know, I'm part of this Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir I guess like fan club on Facebook, and like I'm constantly like seeing stuff and I'm just like, oh my god, like I feel like this is going to be the most intense season, and I'm already like getting goosebumps thinking about it because it's just like I need to know what happens, and like my anxiety can't handle this. Like I need it. Like I'm so ready for this season. So yeah, probably that. What's the best way for you to decompress? Working out. Exercise has always been my stress relief. Exercise has always been my therapy. And even now, and with everything that I've gone through, I still turn to exercise. I still try to get workouts in. You know, like I worked out during chemo just to keep my anxiety at bay. That's honestly the best way for me. I know everybody has like their different ways and their different ways to handle stress. And, you know, just for me personally, like exercise has always been the best thing I could ever do. You know, it's not about the way you look. It's not about, you know, like shedding weight or building muscle, you know, like whatever. Like it's just a way for me to feel overall healthy, both physically and mentally. And, you know, it's always been my thing ever since I was 4 years old, and it's just something that's never going to leave me. So definitely working out. Who's your favorite Disney character? Simba. Simba. Always will be. I love him. He's the best. I have a 3-year-old son, and I have no idea what to even get him for Christmas. I know it's October, but I am starting to think about different things. Any recommendations? Yes. So, Ash is only going to be 2. So there's a little bit of a different age gap, which I know is like, I know it's only a year, but whenever it comes to like, you know, like infants and toddlers, you know, that's like a big difference. However, I am now an Amazon influencer, so I have an Amazon storefront, and I have compiled a list of what I think personally is going to be the hottest toys of the season. I was kind of like researching and looking through different things, you know, seeing what's hot, seeing what's trending, and I put together a holiday gift ideas list. So you're more than welcome to check that out. I have the link in the description below for you, or you can just go to this link right here to make things a little bit easier. But I have so much stuff on there, you know, like I have things for like infants, I have things all the way up to teens, you know, just like different things that I think everybody will enjoy. And why do my hands look like so weird? Like, but, you know, like I just kind of wanted to make things easier for people, and Amazon has a lot of the hottest deals. There's just so much on there that I think you'll be able to find a good bit of things to really make your 3-year-old's Christmas that much more magical. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Ooh, guys, why you gotta do me dirty like this? Okay, so my overall favorite Halloween movie is definitely Halloween Town 2. However, you have to watch Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, those are staples. Like, you have to watch it every year. I have to watch it every year, or else it just doesn't feel like Halloween. But, but then there's like The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And you got The Addams Family. That stars Christina Ricci. You got Halloween. And Trick or Treat. Like, there's so many good ones out there. You know what? I'm sticking with Halloween Town 2. I love Calabar's Revenge. Okay, so last question. Did you watch Hocus Pocus 2? I did. I personally don't think it was worth the hype, but I really did enjoy it. I feel like I would have liked it so much better if they would have brought Kenny Ortega back to work with it. And I do like that they didn't try to completely like redo Hocus Pocus. Like, it was never like a remake. It was a true sequel. And that made me happy. I don't want to spoil, like, I'm not going to spoil anything. You know, I'm not going to really go into a whole lot of detail. But I like the way, like, I like the storyline. And I really like the flashback at the beginning that they had back to Salem. What would that have been, like 16 something? I forget the year now. But, you know, like, I really liked how they kind of like brought that part in. I like that we got to see Billy again because he was one of my favorite characters from the original one. I thought it was really good. I really think it was good. So that's going to be it for this QA video. I really enjoyed answering your questions. Just a reminder that every Sunday on my Instagram, I do a weekly QA. So be sure to check that out. Send me some good stuff. As always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. And I hope you guys have a spooktacular rest of your day.